Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing, well, a no edit real time get ready with me video. I actually forgot that my camera, this is a bit of a fail, I forgot that my camera only films for 20 minutes. I didn't think I was going to take longer than 20 minutes to do this makeup, but I did. So there is an edit halfway through. And also my mum forgot to tell me that the electricity guy was calling today, so I had to stop filming to answer the door to him and kind of stay with him. But I didn't touch my makeup in between, and I didn't edit any of the makeup applications. So hopefully you guys still enjoy this, and I'm gonna stop rambling because this is gonna be a long video, so just keep watching. Okay, so let's hope that this goes well. And as I'm using the products, I'm just gonna say which ones I'm using, but I'll also list down below in order the products that I used. So the first thing I'm using is the Jane Iredale Smooth Affair Primer. This is a mineral, so it's really, really nice on your skin. And I just use that with my fingers and apply it all over. If you guys like this kind of video, let me know, because I'm thinking I could do like a real-time foundation routine and then a real-time eyebrow routine and stuff like that, so you can see exactly how I do my makeup without any editing, because sometimes it's hard to follow when a lot of the routine is cut out. But obviously I just want to test it with you guys first with the simple makeup routine, instead of doing like a 50-minute video that no one's gonna watch. So let me know if you do enjoy this. Next I'm using the Laura Mercier Foundation Primer in Radiance. So this just kind of gives a nice glow to the skin, and mine is nearly out because I use it all the time. I actually got a, oh my god, why will this not work? This is why we need to edit. So we actually got a sample of the Becca Backlight priming, whatever it is, backlight primer. It's the liquid one from Sephora when I was in New York, and I absolutely loved it. I'm obviously out of the tester at this stage, but I'm definitely going to go online and see if I can find a website that ships to Ireland, because I really, really like it. It's really similar to this. I just think that I could use it by itself, and it gave my skin a really, really nice flawless finish when I applied my foundation and stuff on top. So I think I prefer it to the Laura Mercier, but if you can't get your hands on it, the Laura Mercier Radiance one is really good too. And that is my primers done. So next I apply concealer. Because I'm using powder foundation today, I apply my cream products first. So the one I'm using is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and this is in the shade Custard. So I usually use the darker colours, but because I've gone back quite blonde with my hair, I don't know if you guys notice on camera, but it's quite blonde at the moment. I feel like I can't go as dark with my fake tan and my makeup, so I have been going a little bit lighter, just because if you watch my Snapchat you'll see basically I look like Trump because my hair is like white and my face is orange. So I apply this in an upside down triangle all the way under my eyes and bring it out and at the corner of my nose here, because a lot of people have redness around this area. Then I apply it on my chin. So even if I'm doing like normal foundation, like a liquid foundation, I still apply concealer in these areas. But I find if I'm doing a powder foundation, I'm still applying the same amount of concealer, but I use a lot less coverage because I'm not using a liquid foundation also. I just prefer this look on me. I also like to prime my eyelids with this too. This will look absolutely mental. But yeah, I like the look of oh my god, I get so distracted when I'm doing my makeup. This is why it's hard to do tutorials. But I like the look of mineral, like less makeup on my skin recently. I mean, some people watching this will probably still think this is a lot of makeup, but for me, I mean, I used to use like a full glam for every day, so this is less for me. And then I'm using just a beauty blender, and it's already damp, to blend that in. The reason why I like to use a beauty blender is because it kind of soaks up any of the excess product, so you're not left with loads of product in your skin. And then I use the kind of pointy side to get in underneath my eyes, and I kind of blend it in while I'm obviously I'm blending it in with this, but I kind of like push it as well, like so. So this is the kind of makeup routine that I would use for day to day, and it's what I've been like doing recently, just because it's quicker and I actually prefer the final outcome of it compared to like a full face. I think that's done. Sometimes I feel like if I need to go in with an extra layer of concealer, if like this has kind of absorbed too much, I will. But today I think it's okay. I'm just gonna go over this here. I had a spot there and I kind of have like the redness is still lingering. It's so annoying. Like the spot is gone, it's just a redness. So cover that up again. And that's that done. Now, what am I gonna use next? My powder to set the under eye. So I use the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Light as always. And I use this brush here. I have no idea where it's from. I think it's either blank canvas or crown brush, but it's just a duo fiber pointy brush. And I set under my eyes with that. I feel like I'm in a race against time here because I don't want this video to be too long. But I basically pat it on underneath my eyes, and this just sets that area as well as keeping it kind of lighter, because if this area is lighter, it kind of brightens the face and makes you look more awake. And then obviously because the concealer is a cream product, you need to set it with the powder before you go in with your, I feel like I'm saying powder a lot in this, before you go in with your Bare Minerals foundation. People actually comment on the way I say powder because they say my accent, it's weird or whatever, but now I'm so conscious when I say it. Whenever I'm in videos, I'm like, don't say the word. So I'm sorry if it's annoying. But yeah, so basically I'm just putting this in the areas that I applied the concealer. So here on my eyelids, under my eyes, and then just in this area that I applied it to. And I think I am done. So this looks like it's complete. I don't know why in my videos it always looks like, obviously my face is lighter than my body at the moment, but it's so much more severe on camera. It's so weird. Next I'm going in with my foundation, and this is actually the Bare Minerals foundation in the shade Golden Medium. I got this in TK Maxx in Bedford. I think it was like £6. So that's so cheap. And the brush I'm using to apply this is from AYU. And it's just a duo fiber flat kind of buffer brush. So I just take it on the top of the brush like so and apply it onto my face. So because this brush is kind of like fluffy, it's not like really condensed, it gives a lighter coverage and helps blend it in way quicker. Also they have like a matte version of this foundation, but just because my skin is quite normal and sometimes kind of dry if I have like tan on my skin, I like to go just with the original because it gives like a dewy finish. So I actually apply this underneath my eyes as well, just so it's not too bright underneath there. And just buff it all over. I'm actually doing this quite quick today. I think it's just because of the pressure of being filmed, but it is much quicker than my usual routine of like I said, a liquid and the whole contouring and stuff like that. So that's why I prefer it. And obviously it's really hard when you're blonde to get right into your hairline, especially now that I'm even blonder. By the way, I have no extensions in my hair today. It's all just my own hair. I don't know if you can see the ends of it, but I got it coloured and cut so it feels so much better because it was getting a bit dead at the ends. Okay, so make sure you bring that down onto your neck as well, just to blend in if you wear a fake tan, like so. I think that's enough coverage. I love this. I feel like if I use mineral makeup for like days that I'm not really doing anything too fancy, or just, you know, when I want to have a bit of makeup on, I'm not going to an event or going out, it's actually way better for your skin. So that's why I've been doing it, to kind of give my skin a bit of a break, because obviously I wear a lot of makeup. So at least if I can wear mineral makeup at any chance, it will help my skin a little bit. So after I apply that, then I'm going to go in with, what am I going with? My Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. So basically, because I know that we use the Bare Minerals powder foundation, but you still need to set it, because once it mixes with the oils on your skin, it kind of turns into like a creamy consistency. So it will look shiny throughout the day. I learned that the hard way. I bought the Bare Minerals one, this one here, and I never set it, and then it got really like creased and cakey, so you need to set it. I'm using this on my damp beauty blender, and I don't set my whole face, but I do set under my eyes, in the center of my forehead, down my nose, and my chin, so basically my T-zone, and definitely the corners of my nose because I get really oily just here, and a little bit on my eyes as well. And by using a damp beauty blender, basically it doesn't make the product as drying. Well, so I've heard, and I actually do think it works for me, because when I use this powder by itself just on a brush, it like is way too dry on my skin. So whatever's left on the blender, I just kind of pat around my face. And you can apply more if you want to like bake, but I kind of like it like this. With this, if you're using it, you want to make sure that you really let it settle into the skin, or use a setting spray after, because if you're getting your picture taken with translucent powder, sometimes it can cause a flashback. So just take a picture with the flash if you're using it. For bronzer, I'm using the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Dark Tan. So it's not as orangey as the Give Me Sun. It's still like quite tan, but it's just not as extreme, so it's better for when my hair is lighter. I feel like my voice is already getting croaky. And the brush I'm using is the Callum Berry number 18 brush. And I apply this on my temples. I'm not really contouring with this, but like by applying a bronzer, you're adding dimension to your face anyway. So I don't really contour anymore, just kind of use a bronzer and it does it for me. And then kind of on my cheekbones and a little bit under, like this. I focus it kind of mostly here, my temples, and just in circles like this. And I'm literally picking up the tiniest amount each time I dip it in. And just using a really light hand. I'm like holding it kind of further back on the handle, which will give a lighter application. And then I also apply it underneath here, again to kind of help blend. Woo! My beauty blender fell. Great! And this is when it's really hard for blondes, because obviously if you fake tan, you're using products that are darker than your natural colour, but you can't get into your hairline with it because it goes orange. So try to get as close as you can, but sometimes you can't get too into it. Let me see, how does that look? And underneath here, I always do underneath, just because in pictures it looks really well, because it kind of carves out your jawbone. This is a really nice colour bronzer, and because it's the mineralized skin finish, it gives like a little bit of a sheen. It's not completely matte, which I actually prefer, and it looks really nice with the Bare Minerals foundation as well. I think that looks alright. On camera it looks way lighter, but it always does. In person, it matches up well. Okay, I like to actually put a little bit on my nose as well. I don't know why, I think it looks kind of sun-kissed. And then I'll go in with whatever's left on this brush that I use for under my eyes and just kind of clean up areas. So I'll always go like here, because it creates a little bit of a line, but not like a harsh line. And that way I'm not adding extra product, it's just whatever's left on this brush. So when that is done, I'm going to move on to blush, and the blush I'm using is this one, actually two, from the Gwen Steffani blush palette from Urban Decay. It's this cherry colour and the OC colour. I mix both of them on my brush and then apply it. And this one is from Nima Brushes. It doesn't have a name on it, but if I can find the name, I'll leave it down below. I just like mixing these two. It gives really pretty colour. I feel like I'm going to have to put music behind in the background in this video, because otherwise it's going to be like really quiet. And then whatever's left on my brush, I just put here and here. Then moving on to highlighter, I'm using the Becca Champagne Pop highlighter. This is amazing. It's really, really pigmented. I really like the colour. And then I'm using my Anastasia, is this brush 12? It's rubbed off, but it's just a highlighter brush. I'm applying this on the top of my cheekbones. And I like to apply it just above the arch of my eyebrow. And same on this side. And again, top of my cheekbones. I don't like to apply too much of this, like I literally tip it off product because it's quite pigmented, so a little bit can go a long way. Then with my finger, I literally do the tip of my nose, not too far down, because if you apply the product like down here, it like elongates your nose, so you literally want to apply just the tip. And then kind of in between my eyebrows, I don't go the whole way down my nose just because I don't know, just prefer when it's like a little bit here and a little bit here. So that's what I do. And then whatever's left, I just kind of dust around really quickly. Moving on to my eyebrows. Jeez, I feel like I'm doing this quite quick. I'm kind of proud. What am I even on? 14 minutes. What? How's this been going for 14 minutes? Oh my god. Okay, so where's my little brush? It's not here. Okay, well usually I use a smaller brush for the beginning of my eyebrows. Do I have any here? It's the 13P, I'm pretty sure, from Ingloss, and it's like a miniature eyeshadow brush and it's rounded. So it's really good for the beginning of your brows, so they're not like squared, they're kind of more rounded. No, I don't have it. No. So I'm just going to use this one here. It's brush number 12 from Anastasia, and I brush through them first, like so. And then I'm using the Brow Powder Duo in the shade Soft Brown. And because I don't have my little brush for the beginning of my eyebrows, I basically mix two of the colours on this and then just apply it through, because it kind of softens it a little bit instead of using just the dark one. And I'm starting in this area and going towards the outer area of my eyebrow, because if I go in with this product at the beginning of my brows, it's going to be like way too harsh and make me look kind of angry. So really softly and brushing the product through as you're applying it, because it softens it and makes it look a little bit more natural. And I actually need to apply it up here to kind of higher my arch, because I have hairs there, but because I haven't got my eyebrows tinted in ages, they're gone like white again, or like really blondie, so you can't really see them. Whatever's left on my brush, I'm just going to really lightly run through the beginning of my brow, like so. I just don't want it to be square. That looks kind of square. And then if I feel like I need any extra product, I'll go in again. I actually way prefer using powder through my brows because I feel like it gives a really soft finish. And then the same on this side. Then after I apply it, if I feel like there's any like stubborn gaps, I'll go in with the pencil after. I just prefer it than using a pencil or a pomade all over, because I don't know, I like it, gives a softer effect. Obviously if I'm doing like more of an intense makeup look or a night out makeup look, then I'll use like a pomade or a pencil. And then I need to extend the ends of my eyebrows because they're a little bit short. My usual eyebrow girl that I go to was booked out, so I had to just go to a random place, and they kind of threaded off the ends of my eyebrows. I was like, it's fine. And low key, I was literally like dying inside, but they'll grow back hopefully. So doing the same thing, mixing the two colours and applying it through. And I'm using actually a really light hand when I do this, and you can see it like I'm doing it really quickly. This is my bad eyebrow, this is my, well, I think anyway, this is my good one. My voice is going croaky already. And then brushing through. And we're done with that. After I apply the powder, I like to go in with the Benefit Gimme Brow. This is the old packaging, so it's in the shade medium deep, but I'm pretty sure it's probably number 4 or 5 now. And I don't go to the very beginning of my brow when I start. I go to the middle and towards the end. And because my hairs are kind of blondie or lighter on my brows, this basically will just coat them so it doesn't look like there's random light hairs throughout my eyebrows. And then really lightly I'll go through the beginning, barely tipping the hairs, like so. Okay, brows done. What next? Eyes. So usually for my eyes, what I do for kind of my everyday is I'll mix the Benefit Hoola with my MAC bronzer that I used earlier, and I literally use one brush, apply it all over my eyes, and I'm done. You could also use, I'm going to do a tutorial on the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette next. Well, not after this, but for my next tutorial. This one here, Raw Sienna and Burnt Orange, if you mix those two as well, it's gorgeous. Just one colour all over. It's so simple. Whenever I wear it, so many people ask what eyeshadow I have on. Literally all the time. It suits, I know this is so annoying, but it really suits my eyes because they're blue and obviously they're bronzy colours, so it makes them pop a little bit more. So this is just a Calamberry brush. I can't remember what number does it say on it. 12. And I'm literally dipping into the Hoola and then dipping into the MAC and just applying it on my eyes. It's so simple and good if you're in a rush and you need to just pop any colour onto your lids. And then I bring it on the other eye as well. And because they're matte and they're bronzers, they're not going to be as pigmented as eyeshadow, so they just give a nice light wash of colour, but you can build it up to more of an intense colour if you want it. I'm literally being like so lazy by using a really thick fluffy brush because it does the job so much quicker. Obviously if you have smaller eyes you'll need to use a smaller brush, but for me I can actually get away with this. And I need to just bring it up above my crease. And then same here. How does that look on camera? Yeah, so many people ask about this and it's so funny because it's so simple. I mean, a lot of people have the Hoola bronzer and I use that by itself all the time as well for eyeshadow. My voice is going like croaky. Hopefully that will help. You've no idea how hard it is to just talk consistently for like 20 minutes. What the hell? I feel like I've been doing this for 5 minutes. Okay, and then I'm going to take a smaller brush. This one here is the Zoeva 231 brush, and it's fluffy but it's just a little bit more precise, so for under the eyes it's really good. And using the same colours underneath. I always apply eyeshadow underneath or colour underneath my eyes because it will look kind of weird if you do have colour here and then not underneath. If you use a brush like this for your lid, you're going to get more of an intense colour payoff. If you use a fluffy brush, you're going to get less colour payoff. And then whatever's left on my brush, I apply it just underneath my lip here, because it kind of gives the illusion of like plumper lips, and a little bit underneath my nose here. And what that does is it lifts your nose. And I think I'm done. After I do the rest, sometimes I'll kind of go back in. Moving on to, no, I need to go back into another eyeshadow. So then I use a dark brown. I knew I had this for a reason. So this one here is Cypress Umber from the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to mix it with red ochre. And this is just a pencil brush. It doesn't actually say where it's from, but any pencil brush will do. And I literally just apply this along my lash band here. So where you'd usually apply a gel or liquid eyeliner, I'm literally running it really quickly across and then kind of blending up. So what this does is it just kind of gives extra definition and makes you look like you've put in a lot more effort. You can kind of see there on camera, I think. Hopefully it's showing up. And it takes literally 2 seconds to do. I don't really like gel liner or liquid eyeliner on me. I always say that, but I really don't. It doesn't suit my eye shape. I've slightly hooded eyes, so the flick never looks well on me. And this is just a lot softer. Like, I feel the blonder I go, the less I can get away with makeup looks. So I have to be way more natural when I've got lighter coloured hair. If you're like brunette, you can wear such intense makeup and it doesn't look like trashy or too much. But when you're blonde, you can't. Like, my tan is actually much lighter than usual today, but it probably looks the exact same. Okay, so I think I'm done with this. So after I apply this, I'm going to take a brown eye pencil. This one is from Stila and it's in the shade Lionfish. This is really, really nice. I like this one. I like this one. And I applied this in my upper waterline and my lower waterline. Okay, so I completely forgot that my camera cuts off after 20 minutes. So I don't know where it ended, but I'm using the Stila Smudge Stick Waterproof Eyeliner in the shade Lionfish in my upper waterline here. And it's going to make my lashes look thicker and my lower lash line as well. If you prefer black in your eyes, you can use that instead. I just like brown, it's a little bit softer on me. And we're done. Next I'm going in, usually I'd use a brown mascara, but I think today I'll use black. I actually have a new favourite mascara, can you believe? But I'm still going to use the Roller Lash for one reason. So I like to coat the top of my lashes here because obviously they're fair, and the other brush from the new mascara that I love is too thick to do that. So this one here is the Giorgio Armani Eccentrico black mascara, and it's absolutely amazing. It's so, so good. It's like a really wet mascara, so it coats your lashes really, really quickly and it makes them look so long. And I've actually been kind of pulling my eyelashes outwards instead of up to kind of give my eyes more of a cat eye shape instead of like a rounded shape. So if you brush your eyelashes straight up, it gives your eye more of a rounded shape. And then if you brush them obviously outwards, you're going to get more of a cat eye shape. And a little tip if you're doing your mascara is to tilt your head back. The further you tilt your head back, the less mascara you're going to get on your lid. But if I tilt my head too far back now in this video, it's going to look weird. So I can't. If you watched my previous video on my eyelash growth serum, you'll know why my eyelashes have gotten longer. It's amazing. Like, I barely use false eyelashes anymore, unless it's like a really big event. Then I'm doing the exact same thing. So with my roller lash, just on this side of my lashes to coat them, because it's a smaller brush. And then going in with the Giorgio Armani mascara. This is so good. I'm not sure the price. I was sent it ages ago as a press release, I think. And I only started using it literally 2 weeks ago, and it's so good. I absolutely love it. Usually I used to spend so long on my mascara when I used the roller lash. This has kind of cut the time in half really. But I feel like I spend so much longer on my mascara now than I used to when I was younger. My voice is going, I feel like people are going to hate me after this video because I'm talking so much and I'm probably pronouncing things weird and annoying people. But sure, look, you have to do it. Okay, so getting right into the corner and pulling it out. This is going to be quite a long video. Shit, I did not think it was going to be. I thought I was going to have this whole thing done in 15 minutes. I'm such bad time management, it's ridiculous. I think that is that one done also. Yeah, so moving on to lips. Did I get any of that in my hair? No, I didn't. Moving on to lips, I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in the shade Pillow Talk. So this is kind of a pinkier colour. Sorry, I thought I heard my doorbell. Thought it was a delivery. And I'm not really over drawing my lips as much anymore. So basically, it is my, is that my doorbell? Right, so sorry about that. My mum actually failed to tell me that the electricity guy was gonna come, and he just called, so I had to go answer the door. But I haven't touched my makeup. I have half my lips lined. You probably thought I was mental. Actually, no, he definitely didn't even notice. Guys don't notice. But anyway, I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in Pillow Talk. I'm finishing off this side of my mouth. So much for no editing. I don't know if I'm definitely going to upload this now. I feel like I've kind of messed it up with my camera stop. The way my camera stopped filming. And then the electricity guy. So we'll see. But technically I'm not editing out any of the makeup applications, so I might still upload it. And then underneath as well, if you like a pinky nude, I'm actually out of breath because I just ran upstairs, he literally just left. If you like pinky nude, you'll really like this. It's such a nice colour, and the formula of this isn't like too thick. The MAC Pro Longwear ones are really, really good and they do last, but they're kind of, they can actually get like cakey on the lips if you apply too much. I like to just blend it out with my finger as I'm applying it, so it kind of softens it. And I kind of like really lightly apply it onto my lips too, because it just acts as a base for the lip liner that I apply after. Like so. Sorry if the background or like my positioning or anything has changed. I tried to keep it the exact same. Okay, so that is my lip liner done. And then for lipstick, I'm actually using one from Pennies or Primark if you're from the UK. And it's in the shade, first of all, it's the Matte Long Last lipstick in the shade Almost There. And basically I just pat this on like this instead of swiping it, because it gives early light application of it. And because it's matte, I feel like if I swipe it on, I get too much product. It kind of, again, kind of cakes up on the lips. And I've quite dry lips, so I really shouldn't be using matte products, but I just prefer the look of a matte lip. So by patting it on, I don't get too much product on and it doesn't dry out my lips as much. I don't get that line. I always get that line on my lips. And that is it. So because I used a lot of powders on my skin, I'm just gonna set my face and kind of give it a bit more luminosity and make it more skin-like. And this is the Pixie Makeup Fixing Mist with rose water and green tea. And just apply loads of that onto my face. And then do not touch your face when this is on. I just like air dry it with a little piece of card so it dries in quicker. But don't touch your face when this is drying in, because it will move all of the makeup. So you want to let it just sink into your skin and dry itself. But basically this makes your skin look a little more skin-like and kind of settles the powders in so it's not as matte. So, pretty sure we are done for the makeup. I'm going to take off my hairband and fix my hair, and then I'll do the intro and the outro. So give me a sec. So this is the finished makeup look. This is my everyday makeup / mineral makeup routine, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it's probably going to be quite a long video, and I'm sorry about that. I didn't realise it took so long to do my makeup. Holy God. And sorry about the interruptions. I forgot that my camera only filmed for 20 minutes, but I didn't think it was going to take that long. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it and learned something new. I tried to include tips while I was doing my makeup. If you did like this video, and if you would like me to film more videos like this, instead of doing a full face, I could maybe just do like real-time foundation routine, like my full-on, full coverage foundation routine, or, you know, a certain smoky eye without any editing and stuff, then let me know. But other than that, I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!